Some civilizations carved their memory in stone. Others tried to erase it. Thousands of years later, only one question remains. Why do civilizations that build symbols survive, while those that destroy them often disappear? This is not a religious debate. It is a civilizational question about memory, identity, and how history decides who is remembered and who is forgotten. Why civilizations build images, and why those that erase symbols often fade into darkness. A civilizational study, a pattern. Hidden in history, across human history, a striking pattern repeatedly appears. Civilizations that build images, monuments, statues, and symbols tend to remain alive in collective memory for thousands of years. Meanwhile, societies that focus primarily on erasing, rejecting, or destroying older symbols often lose continuity and fade from historical consciousness. This is not a religious argument. It is a civilizational, psychological, and historical observation. The question is not what people worship, but how civilizations preserve memory, identity, and continuity. Images are not just objects of worship. In modern debates, images or idols are often reduced to religious artifacts. Historically, however, images served far broader purposes: cultural memory, historical record, transmission of values, education for non-literate societies, collective identity. Before printing presses and mass literacy, stone and sculpture were humanity's libraries. A statue was not merely sacred, it was a story frozen in time. Evidence from ancient civilizations. Egypt. The pyramids and statues of pharaohs are over 4,500 years old. Because of them, we still understand Egyptian ideas of life, death, law, and power. Without these images, Egypt would be little more than a name in forgotten texts. Mesopotamia. Reliefs, statues, and carved laws, like the Code of Hammurabi, preserved the earliest concepts of justice and governance. Their images allowed modern civilization to trace the origins of law itself. Indus Valley civilization. Despite having undeciphered scripts, figurines, seals, and symbolic imagery allow scholars to reconstruct aspects of spirituality, trade, and social order without religious texts. Images outlived language. The psychology of symbols. Modern psychology supports this historical pattern. Carl Jung described symbols as gateways to the collective unconscious, shared mental structures that bind societies together. Anthropological studies show that societies without shared symbols fracture easily. Visual symbols create emotional continuity across generations. Removing symbols creates identity vacuum. When a civilization removes its symbols without replacing them with equally powerful ones, memory collapses. Iconoclasm, a historical observation. Yes. Iconoclasm, the deliberate destruction of images, has occurred many times in history across cultures and ideologies. The outcomes tend to be similar: loss of art and historical data, cultural discontinuity, reduced connection between past and future. Importantly, this pattern appears regardless of religion or ideology. History shows that destruction is faster than construction, but construction is what sustains civilizations. Why erasing symbols weakens civilizations? 1. Memory loss. Images act as anchors of collective memory. Without them, history becomes abstract and fragile. 2. Cultural amnesia. When symbols disappear, younger generations lose emotional connection to their past. 3. Identity vacuum. vacuum is always filled, often by imported ideas, external ideologies, or radical narratives. Civilizations that survive are those that reinterpret their symbols, not erase them. Contemporary cultural re-examinations. Neutral perspective. In recent years, scholars and observers have noted renewed interest in pre-modern cultural heritage in various regions of the world. In parts of Iran, there is increasing academic and cultural engagement with ancient Persian history, art, poetry, architecture, and Zoroastrian-era symbolism. In Indonesia, interest in pre-Islamic temples like Borobudur and Prambanan has grown as part of national heritage preservation. In several Arab regions, archaeological restoration of ancient civilizations, Nabatean, Mesopotamian, South Arabian, has gained prominence. These trends do not necessarily represent religious change. Rather, they reflect a civilizational impulse, societies seeking continuity with their deep past. This suggests that symbols matter beyond belief systems. India, a case of civilizational continuity. India presents a unique example. Despite invasions, political upheavals, and social transformations, its civilizational symbols, temples, images, epics, iconography, were never completely erased. As a result, cultural memory survived. Philosophical traditions remained intact. Identity continuity persisted for over 5,000 years. This endurance is not accidental. It is symbolic preservation. A crucial clarification. This discussion does not argue that image worship is mandatory. Image rejection is inherently wrong. The argument is civilizational, not theological. It simply observes that civilizations that understand, preserve, and reinterpret their symbols tend to survive. Civilizations that erase their symbols often lose themselves. Conclusion. The language of time. Images are not stones. They are languages through which the past speaks to the future. When civilizations destroy that language, silence follows. When they preserve it, dialogue continues across centuries. History does not remember who destroyed the most symbols. It remembers those who created meaning that endured. Final line. Images are not about worship alone. They are how civilizations remember who they are. Friends, if you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel, Stories and More, and share to others. Thank you for watching this video.